But I feel like I know I really could rap like that. So that's what made me feel comfortable to step out of that box and be like, you know what, let me try different elements of music. You know what I mean?
Pin it up. So 2023, that's when you get out?
Yeah, I came home 2023, yo.
All right, so 2023, but this is also the same year that you released the God Project, right?
Yeah, yo. I came home with hoodie down. Got crazy. I came home, dropped hoodie down, because I left with Kingside.
Right.
So to me, the whole time I'm contemplating like, all right, how I'm gonna come home. I left with energy. I gotta come home with energy. So I came home with that with hoodie down record, and that shit to this day, like that shit, that's like #1 record for a nigga. You know what I'm saying, for the people.
That whole God Project though is my shit, bro. Like
Word,
you
love,
had
I
the
appreciate it.
song Cry, right? And you did a little
Yeah,
play on the Jay-Z song Cry on the chorus.
you smart, you smart.
Yeah, that shit is smooth, man. And I'm not gonna lie, you got mad deep records on that album, bro. Like
Nah, for real.
Blood Cries. Talk to us about working on that project and the mindset that you were in, because I feel like sonically you kind of went in a different direction, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I feel like I was intentional. It was a diary for me. Like, I dropped the tape after that called Welcome to Devon. And like I was already intentional with the way that record and I was already intentional with the way I wanted that project Welcome to Devon to be, my everything about it. I feel like I had unfinished business as far as like my feelings went and things like that. So I feel like the God project, I was intentional with what just kind of like, using it as a diary, taking my moments to speak on my pain, speak on my troubles, speak on me, my disappointments and shit like that, but also speak on my resilience, you know what I'm saying, and my ability to be somewhere and go somewhere with all the bullshit I've been through, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the God project was definitely deep for me. I mean, it was definitely personal. You know what I mean? But also like I feel like everybody in my world, jails, the streets, foster homes, and all of that, people who know me for rapping, I feel like everybody know I used to be like on bar game hard, like everything with bar game, going crazy with my bars. And I feel like with the God project, even with Cold World, I wanted to show the world that I can actually create music because I didn't want to get stuck in like a box. Like, oh, this nigga can only rap or battle rap and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I started focusing on making hooks, harmonizing hooks, harmonizing verses, making records, and just actually creating a feel as a record as a whole. You know what I mean? And I feel like on one of the first records I definitely hit that on was Song Cry. You know what I mean? Like I was intentional with trying to find an old school record that people could still hear and be like, oh shit, that's such and such, but give it a more up-to-date bounce and sound and speed and feeling. So I harmonized the hook. But then, I got back into like, my raw energy on the verse. So I think that was like one of my first records where I'm like, oh, I hit it. I figured out what worked for me to be able to feel like, nigga, I don't need nobody to do hooks, choruses. I could be all in one. I could do my hooks, my choruses. I could really rap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like that was definitely one of my, oh, I got it type of records. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think that that's what really helped set you apart, because you started to show that you understood song structure and really knew how to write records. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's it.
but at the same time, like you were still rapping your ass off though, you
That's a
know,
fact.
and you were
Right.
experimenting kind of like with some of the effects that you put on your voice or whatever. But it was like
Yeah,
you did a perfect mixture of the old school and the new school, but
that's a
it
fact.
still has
Word.
substance though. It wasn't just bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Hey, you hit it though. You hit it. You hit it. And I'm glad you hit it on point. Cause even you be on the outside looking in, you speaking on everything I was really feeling and thinking it at that time. You feel me? Cause I don't really have no shame in putting out something that I don't really care if somebody like it or not. This is what I want to try to do. You know what I'm saying? So I never had no thought about, damn, this nigga's gonna jack this or not. It was more or less like, yo, look, nigga, you're gonna watch me through my growing process. You know what I mean? And I think that's what attached your fans to me. Where it's like, yo, bro's making records like this. Or yo, bro, I love that record right there. Or other people like, yo, keep that sound. You know what I mean? And to me, it was more like I didn't want to stay in one direction. Like I want to be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like singing, harmonizing something. Sometimes I feel like just rapping. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I know I really could rap like that. So that's what made me feel comfortable to step out of that box and be like, you know what, let me try different elements of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's still videos of you like freestyling and stuff like that on the mic, or just like really like spitting crazy, you know? So like I remember when I first got introduced to your music, I was like, "Damn, bro, he get busy on both ends." You know what I'm saying? Like he
Right.
really do his
Oh
thing.
yeah.
So yeah, man, I gotta salute you for that.
I appreciate you, bro. Word.